So I'm just going to briefly talk to you about rewards points, credit cards, specifically the American Express SPG card. Basically how to get a free vacation stay in just 3 months. So the question is, how do people fly, for a cheaper price? Or how do people get free nights? How do people travel in such, with their cost being so low? And the answer to that is going to be stop using your debit card and start using a credit card that rewards you with points. Now, before I get started into the details of the credit cards, there's 3 things that you have to keep in mind. Number 1 is that you have to have a good credit score. Now, if you don't know your credit score, sign up for creditkarma.com and then they will pull up the credit score for you. And it'll tell you whether or not, if you are at a 500 or 600, then maybe you have to wait a little bit to work on your credit score. And then obviously if you are in the 700 and 800s, maybe even high 600s, then you can possibly sign up for these cards and you will get approved for them. Number 2 is that you have to meet their sign up requirement. So right now for the American Express SPG card, you do get 25,000 points if you spend $3,000 in just 3 months. So now what you do is you take your fixed bills. So you take your cable bill, your gas bill, your if you go to school, you take the bills that you pay for the classes, your personal expenses. If all those things rack up to $1,000 per month in 3 months, then you do meet that threshold and they will give you that 25,000 point sign-in bonus. Now, if you're the type of person who doesn't spend $1,000 in per month, then this sign-up bonus may not work for you. But after that $3,000 in 3 months, then you don't need to be spending $1,000. That's just for the sign-up bonus. And number 3 is you have to absolutely keep these balances at a 0. Unfortunately, these cards have an APR rate that ranges from about 12% to 20%. So if you rack up all of these bills and debt on this credit card, on these credit cards, then you're basically going to negate the value of the points. So what you have to do is swipe the card and then pay it off right away so that you can keep your balance at a 0. Again, the point of this is not to have you spend money that you do not have. It's for you not to spend money on things that you do not need. It's for you to be awarded for already spending, your money on things that you're already paying for. You get what I'm saying? So if you don't have the cash for it, then don't use this card system or don't get a credit card because you're not going to be able to pay off that debt. So right now the American Express SPG card gives you 25,000 points if you spend $3,000 in just 3 months. Now, what does 25,000 points equate to? 25,000 points equates to about $600 worth of travel money. And American Express SPG hotels or Starwood hotels, they range from category 1 to category 7 hotels, so you can basically get 5 to 6 or 4 to 5 free nights depending on what category hotels you decide to stay in. It'll work really, really well if you have a partner that racks up all the miles, and then you rack up all of the points for the hotel stays, and then basically you guys have a free vacation. Now, this whole point system, you have to get it to work. The whole concept is very easy, but you have to do your best to, again, try to keep those balances at a 0. You just swipe it for everything that you are paying for, but at the end of the day, pay it off so that you do get the points for it, that you can switch to miles, or you can switch for points to redeem at hotels. But you do have to pay those your monthly payments off and keep them at a 0 all the time. Financial literacy is going to give you the financial freedom to basically do things that you normally can't afford to do. This whole point system with the credit cards, it works. It really, really, really works. So if you guys have any more questions, message me or comment me, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.